Neha Nandra, lecturer, Kamla Nehru College of Women, Fagwara, Punjab, to present their papers.
We are from Kamla Nehru College for Women, Fagwara. We are lecturer there. Today we are going to give the presentation on wireless sensor network. Wireless sensor network. Wireless sensor network consists of specially or distributed autonomous sensors. This is to monitor the physical or environmental condition such as temperature, pressure, vibration, pollutants, and to cooperatively pass their data through the network to the main location. So whenever we discuss the wireless sensor network, so what is the meaning of wireless? Wireless means communication via the radio waves. Autonomous means independent, self-directed. Ad hoc means a network without a fixed and a well-defined infrastructure. Sensor node is a device that produces a measurable response to the change in the physical conditions. Next we have the slide in which we show the wireless sensor network is consisted of few to several thousands of sensor nodes. A sensor node may be consisted of a network of other super nodes, or maybe it may be consisted of the other network that is further consisted of the super node or modes. In first slide I am telling you that sensor network is an ad hoc network, but it is somewhat different from the ad hoc network. In sensor network, the number of nodes can be few hundred to several thousand, but in ad hoc network, the number of nodes are limited. Sensor nodes are densely deployed. Sensor nodes have limited power, computational power, and memory and the battery. Sensor nodes are very prone to failure. They have used broadcast method. They don't have the global ID. Now, the wireless sensor network is consisted of many nodes, and in this sensor node, we have a microcontroller, a radio transceiver with an internal antenna or external antenna, and usually with a battery or an embedded form of energy harvesting. So there are certain examples of the sensor node. In 1999 we have the WAC, and in 2000 we have the RANIN, and in 2001 we have the DOT, and in 2002 we use a sensor node that names it NICA, and 2003 we have the SPAC. Then we have the node classification. Here we classify the node based on the certain category that there are two types of sensor nodes are there. Individually addressable and network data is aggregated. In individually addressable, each node has unique identification. For example, in parking lot spaces. And where the network data is aggregated, in this we broadcast the messages. Example, the temperature in room corner. Now, what are the various goals of WSN we want to achieve? The first is the tracking. We want to track the objects. We also want to classify the objects based on certain category. Estimation, we want to estimate the parameter. And determination, we want to determine the value of the parameter at the given location. So these are the goals we want to achieve with wireless sensor network. Now, what are the requirements of the wireless sensor network before implementation? So we have the stationary or mobile use, low energy consumption, self-organization, robust and scalable, and collaborative signal processing and querying ability. Now there are applications of wireless sensor network. My colleague Neha Nandra will throw some light on the applications of wireless sensor network.
On the application of the sensor network, I would like to share with you. We can classify the application of network in two parts. One is event detection and another one is SPE, that is patient process estimation. If we talk about the event detection, that is a one-dimensional kind of detection where we simply pass the input, like wind information is there. We simply sense the information with the help of a single dimension. And if I talk about the SPE, that is a two-dimension where we pass the information in dimensions. The class models are there and the central information is there. Okay. And another one is we are going to discuss about the application is healthcare. So wireless sensor network plays an important role in the healthcare. Like sensor can be implanted on the human body, and we monitor the medical problems like cancer, help the patients maintain their health, and also check the pulse rate, heart rate, glucose levels, and medical notification. If you use these kind of application, if you use the wireless sensor network applications in the healthcare system, it will improve the low the cost as well as rapid the action in the emergencies. And another is wearable monitoring system. For this kind of monitoring system, we use the fabric electrodes to identify to monitor the EKG and respiratory activity. Another one is habitat monitoring on Great Duck Islands. If I talked about the habitat monitoring with the help of wireless sensor network, then we use the sensor network in those areas where it's impossible or physically not feasible for us to go there and identify the environmental conditions. So for this we use the wireless sensor network. Like in 2002, Inter Research Laboratory plant some wireless sensor remote sensors at the University of Great Duck Island to observe the climate over there and to observe the stream.
Sorry for inconvenience. Actually, habitat monitoring is basically for a research in which we use a wireless sensor network for identifying the endangered species, what kind of their livings are, and what their habitat. Habitat is basically a place where the animals live and the environmental conditions like they face. Why are they going to be endangered species? So all the research are done using this wireless sensor network. So that is a Great Duck Island. So this is a project which mainly focuses on the endangered species, and using this network we can save these endangered species. Then we have the military usage. Military usage actually wireless sensor network. In wireless sensor network, the main application is the military usage, because the initiative of wireless sensor network is done in this field, that is a military. So in military we have the undetected smart mines, battlefield communication. In battlefield, because sensor network we use in those conditions like harsh environment where no one can communicate through mobile and all that. So in those conditions we use this wireless sensor network. So detection of hazards, agents like explosive, nuclear, biological, poisonous and radioactive materials, environmental awareness, nuclear, biological, chemical attack detection. Then we have home automation. Home automation, as we know, we want comfortable life. So in home automation we discuss those appliances in which we use the sensor technique. Like we are using the AC, we are using the vacuum cleaners and other appliances like refrigerators. So in all these appliances we use the wireless sensor technique. Suppose we come in the room and we want air conditioner. We want to use air conditioner in our room. So what we feel if some part of the room is hotter in comparison to that of other part. So there are sensors in the room that condition the room evenly, not a specific part of the room. So in office applications we use there in inventory. In inventory we can detect the location of the particular product in our godowns and classify those products based on certain category. And we use wireless sensor network in toys also. We have some sensor like we can say now we have the toys. They can speak and they can listen our commands. That is possible only through the use of the wireless sensor network. So there are some challenges while implementing the wireless sensor network. So that is the resource constraints and the security, large scale deployment, integration with internet. This is a major challenge that comes while implementing the wireless sensor network. Data redundancy, packet errors, variable link capacity and all that. So I conclude that There are a wide range of applications in which we make use of wireless sensor network, and definitely wireless sensor network will become the integral part of our lives. Thank you.
Pass the data in the form of the samples. So that sensor, that can sense the situation and it act accordingly.
So how it is different than with GPS?
Because it's basically sense the environment. We can pass the information in the true dimension form, in the 3 participation. That's why it's different from the sensor.
Can you suggest how? Can you tell how data is collected with sensor?
Ma'am, as I told you, sensor node is consisting of a microcontroller. R is there, and a microcontroller is what? It's basically a chip. So we can integrate the data in the chip, and accordingly it can work.
There may be some missing data or presence of data.
Ma'am, as I told you, there is 2 type of sensor is there. One is event detection, another one is SPE. So if I talk about the event detection, that will simply, take the circumstances of one particular scenario. And if I talk about the SPE, that will take consideration of many scenarios. If I talk about the military, okay, there is one institution